Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2024 and another part of the Lotus Road to Glory career. Today we are back with the Belgian Grand Prix. Last time out we had a good race in Hungary. Just slightly missed out on our final position of ninth place, but we did manage to get another point. We are doing pretty well in the constructors at the moment, 6th place, and Daniel Ricciardo is currently in 10th in the championship. Andrea Kimi Antonelli has just got the 1 point at the moment and is ahead of Mick Schumacher in the championship. Doesn't look like Mick is going to get a seat for next season, I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, things are going well so far. Do leave a big thumbs up down below if you do enjoy the series and all of that good stuff. So yeah, really would appreciate that. What we would like to do is bring in Sophia Flörsch next season as a what do you call it? Well, what do you call it? Affiliate driver. But she's still not available. There is Abby Pulling as well that we could bring in. She's 62 rated. She's 22 years old now. She might not make it. But we could have a little look at bringing her in next season for a few years. If we were to give her 500,000 a year, bring that right down. Give her a sign-in bonus of 50,000. We'll see if that one comes through. And we'll see if it costs us anything. That's the main one. But at the end of last episode, we did sort all the car out. And yeah, we're looking in a good place. We got the latest chassis on both cars. The latest front wing on both cars. The latest rear wing on both cars. We have got some side pods in development. We've got an underfloor in development, and we do have the latest suspension on both cars. So it should be our best weekend yet in terms of the performance that is currently on the car and ready to go. The race simulator, it has been completed, which is great. That means that now the facilities are looking quite nice, really. We could do with getting the wind tunnel refurbished. That's going to cost us 1.5 million. We'll get that done in the summer break. But yeah, everybody's looking pretty happy at the moment, and I think that's testament to how well things are going. Don't really know what his issue is. He's not happy with the car versus teammates car. He's not happy with the driver's standings either, but everybody else is pretty happy right now, which is really good. So let's keep pushing forward. Should be some more manufacturing complete before qualifying, which is something to consider. Yep, that all looks good to me. Right, so Daniel Ricciardo, 16th or higher. Kimi Antonelli, 15th or higher. Definitely our best performance in terms of what it said in the top right-hand side there this season so far. So let's get into it.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset?
Red Bull have outscored their rivals.
Right, I'm not listening. Oh, he's still going.
Right now.
It's going to rain in qualifying. I'll get on with practice, and I'll see you for Q1.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers...
Right, let's get ourselves into qualifying then, and you can see we've done very well with the setup satisfactions this weekend. Very happy with that. Daniel Ricciardo looking good, and Kimi Antonelli on 100%. So let's make sure that we've got some nice fresh engines in the car. We're going to give Daniel Ricciardo a brand new engine component and a brand new gearbox, so he should be very much ready to go. there should be some other manufacturing complete of the underfloor. So there we go. We can get the new underfloor on Kimi Antonelli's car. So he should be a lot happier with the performance of his car compared to Daniel's. And ultimately, the goal is to have equal cars for the rest of the season, you know. But Daniel's the one that's been, as I say, bringing the bread home this season. So he deserves the parts first when they're available. Quick look at the track details. It's going to be nice and dry now, really. This is the driest it's ever going to be in this session. So we need to get out there. We need to get a good lap in. I'm going to ride on board with Daniel Ricciardo around this incredible Spa-Francorchamps circuit. And as I say, Daniel Ricciardo's been in awesome form this season. And this is the best his car will have ever felt. With a brand new engine in the back of it as well. We've got some yellow flags out there in Sector 1. Bottas locked up into Turn 1. That could be him out of qualifying, because this is going to be the lap, you would think. 33.2 plays a 33.1, so Antonelli following nicely. We've still got yellow flags in Sector 1, and it is still Bottas. But I don't think Bottas had actually started his lap, so he's just now at the back of the train. Here comes Ricciardo and Antonelli through, and yeah, this time Antonelli 6/10 off his teammate in that middle sector. That's the big difference at the moment between their confidence levels. Daniel Ricciardo is coming round the final corner now. He heads up to the line, and it's a 1:49.5, just 7/10 quicker or slower than Oscar Piastri. Decent final sector there from Antonelli. It was just his middle sector that let him down. So after all is said and done, Daniel Ricciardo currently in 5th. I think that's going to be it. Bottas 38 seconds off the pace. You would imagine he's going to put in a better lap. Whether it'll be enough to get through, I'm not certain. I don't think it will be. And that rain is getting worse and worse. And here comes Bottas over the line. There you go. He's 5 seconds off the pace. So 5th and 10th after our first runs. I don't think that's so bad, especially considering how far off Daniel's pace Antonelli was there. Okay. So there's the end of Q1 then. No real big shocks going out in Q1, just your usual 2 Williams, 2 Alpines, Lance Stroll and Valtteri Bottas, I guess, is the biggest shock there, and that's going to put him out of contention, which is good news for us, because he has been a real thorn in our side recently, so I'm quite happy with that. One less person for us to have to deal with. It's definitely worth getting in a bank of time now on these intermediate tyres. It will dry up a little bit towards the end, but not too much. So let's get out there, let's get a time in. And then we should have time towards the end. And once again, it's that middle sector that is costing Antonelli 3/10 down on his teammate there. But here comes Daniel Ricciardo. He's going to head up to the line now. It's going to be a 1:55.6.
Currently you are P1.
And it's a 1:56.0 for Kimi Antonelli. As it stands, both in the top 10.
You're currently P9.
And Ricciardo seems to be back towards the sharp end, and certainly towards the Mercedes cars, which is brilliant. As I say, it will get drier towards the end of the session, so we are going to send them out for one final lap. Probably now is a good time. Are they going to make it? They should just about. They're coming through Blanchimont now. Although starting to slow down for people. Ricciardo could be in trouble here. Is Ricciardo going to make it up to the line? It's going to be very tight. I think he made it just. That is huge. That is huge for Daniel Ricciardo. He would have been out. He's just made it. So on his flying lap, Kimi Antonelli has gone fastest of anybody in that first sector, 33.4. That's pretty fantastic. You feel like anybody that is out there now will get a very substantial improvement. Comes through the middle sector now. Antonelli, 45.7, 45.4 there for Daniel Ricciardo. So they're pretty much matching each other here. Both drivers out at the moment need to make sure that this lap is finished off. Kimi Antonelli is going to be the first one across the line. He was fastest of anybody in that first sector. He's coming up to the line now. It's a brilliant time from Antonelli. Puts him up to third. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Can he go anywhere near? He goes over the line. He goes up to third. What a recovery from Ricciardo after a bit of a disastrous first sector because he was caught out. He just made it over the line. But the big news is Max Verstappen is out in Q2. He has won 12 of the 13 races so far this year. Both Mercedes cars are out as well. This is a big opportunity for the Lotus boys to get some big points. Third and fourth in qualifying 2. Awesome. Right, into Q3 we go then. We got to try and take advantage of the track. It's going to be pretty consistent, so we're going to send them out straight away to get a lap time in. That means we should get a second run. Just about. Let's see where we're up to here. A 34.8 plays a 34.8, so Antonelli matching his teammate in that first sector. It's the middle sector where there's been about a 3/10 difference, and well, this time just a 2/10 difference. But Daniel, quickest of anybody through that sector. He comes up to the line to 54.4, 54.8 for Antonelli.
Go in.
Who's over the line next? It's going to be Alonso. He goes second, so Ricciardo's quicker than Fernando there.
Okay, you're currently P3.
I'm not expecting that to stay the same for much longer because Charles Leclerc is going to come over the line. Charles Leclerc comes over the line. He goes fastest. What about Hamilton? Is he going to go quicker? No, he's slower than Ricciardo. Tsunoda over the line. He goes 7th. Gasly goes 7th. What about Norris? Norris only 5th. Here's Piastri. He goes over the line. He goes first. Wow. Well, obviously no Max Verstappen in the running order today, but after the first runs, 3rd and 7th. We are expecting more time to come. Leave it till the end. We want to be last man over the line, preferably. Send them out there now. Ricciardo's going to get a nice tour from Antonelli. There's some yellow flags. It's Norris. Oh no, it's not.
Keep
it's
your tire temp. Charge off, mode push. Charge off, mode push.
Well, here we go then. Final lap. Will Antonelli improve at all here? Piastri and Norris have already finished their laps. Ricciardo's stuck behind Antonelli here. He's gone purple. We're going to tell Antonelli to get out of the way because there is an opportunity here. So Antonelli is going to come into the pits. Can Ricciardo improve in this middle sector? No, it's a disappointing middle sector. And I don't think it's going to be any improvement. He's going to be third no matter what. Daniel Ricciardo comes up to the line. And it's no better. Well, what a shame. I think we just sent them out too close to each other. But it's a brilliant, brilliant performance. Daniel Ricciardo will start third on the grid. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli will start 7th. Big chance for some big points.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Spa-Francorchamps should need no introduction. From the sweeping curve of Eau Rouge and Radillon to the flat-out descent through Pouhon. This is just over 4 miles of wonderful racing wherever you look in the Belgian countryside. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Okay, here we go then. It is race day, and, well, two-stop strategies perhaps look the way to go, but maybe a one-stop is going to be a bit more preferable. Could well be a nice idea, that. Then there's just going to be so much time that can be gained through being aggressive on the tyres. Yeah, that's what we're going to do with Antonelli now. Obviously, Ricciardo better with his tyres. That is going to be a big feature of this race. Daniel Ricciardo has a great opportunity out there, as does Antonelli, to get some big points with a lot of the big names out of position. But let's get ourselves into this then. The Belgian Grand Prix. How many points can we get? This could be huge.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And it's always an entertaining race when Yuki Tsunoda is involved.
There's potential for them starting 10th. If luck goes their way in the race, they could move up the pack.
Okay, well, we are ready and raring to go here for this Grand Prix. It's going to be 5 red lights.
The Belgian Grand Prix.
Lights out, away we go. Here in Belgium. Can Daniel Ricciardo make the perfect start? He's going round the outside of Charles Leclerc. Doesn't quite manage it there in turn 1, but he's got an excellent exit, and there goes Daniel Ricciardo into P2. What a move, and now he's going to have an awesome slipstream on Oscar Piastri. Probably not going to be able to do anything. Antonelli, by the way, up to P5. What a start for our boys. That is huge. And now we just need to absolutely hammer it. We need to be aggressive on these tyres for the opening 3 laps. Keep aggressive on the fuel as well. And we know that we can be in a good place, but Piastri has absolutely bolted after the first lap. We've got Fernando Alonso already all over the back of Daniel Ricciardo. And it's the question of how much do you battle them? You know, realistically, are we going to just drop behind these guys? Fernando Alonso makes it through quite easily. Kimi Antonelli, meanwhile, definitely staying with this a little bit easier than we maybe anticipated. And there he goes down the inside of Lewis Hamilton. What a move from Antonelli. Or was it Charles Leclerc? It was Leclerc. That was brilliant. Now Daniel Ricciardo using a little bit of ERS there on the exit. But we've looked after that quite nicely here. Now definitely time to just drop that to aggressive. Drop the fuel to balanced. And Antonelli still going well here. Well, we had an issue there. That's George Russell, I think, has locked up. The two Ferraris are going to get Antonelli pretty soon here, but he has got DRS on Leclerc. So closes in once again, but Daniel Ricciardo doing a good job in third place at the moment. And the big thing is Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Albon, they're all in DRS trains behind Tsunoda, so this could be a very good opportunity to get a good lead here over the other point scorers. Antonelli could do with being a little bit less aggressive on those tyres. Doing an awesome job at the moment. He's going to probably lose out to the two Ferraris. He knows that. Hamilton's gone through. If he can at least stay with them for a little bit, that would really help his overall race time. Now, Antonelli currently just ahead of Yuki Tsunoda somehow. Tsunoda has managed to catch up. And possibly worth just pushing on with Antonelli here, trying to get away from Yuki again. And Max Verstappen is starting to come into the view here. And there goes Tsunoda past, but we'll have DRS again. And there we go. That's okay. Let's try and stay with Tsunoda here as best we can. Don't really know why Tsunoda is so much quicker than Antonelli here, because he's got worse tyres. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want Max Verstappen getting ahead. And Max is going to get Yuki pretty quickly here. Still going well for Danny Rick. Probably worth having a little bit of a push on the ERS as well. So we're not that far away from pit stops. So lap 14 is what we're thinking. Oh, safety car. Safety car deployed, right.
To charge on.
Copy.
think it's
Safety car,
worth coming in, getting on to the
Okay, charge
medium
on,
tyres
charge
for
on.
both drivers.
Stay close to 0 on delta time.
And it's Magnussen and Porsche there.
Try and keep this tyre alive. It's just stuck, stop.
Box Captain.
Well, I
Box
don't
now,
know whether the
double
other
stop.
guys will come in, but I think it is a big window to sort of refuse, isn't it? Fernando, yeah, they're in. They're in. Will both Ferraris come in? Obviously, Hamilton. Yeah. So this could allow us to jump ahead of Hamilton if we make a flawless pit stop here. Or Leclerc, sorry. Yep, good. 2.5. Not quite managed to get ahead of Leclerc. Oh, it's a slow pit stop for Antonelli. This is going to cost him.
And there's been a slow pit stop.
Damn it. Yeah, that's a real bummer. Safety car ending this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
That is a bit of a
Get ready for
surprise.
start.
Okay, understood.
It's
Just give your
happened
finger
so
up.
quickly.
Use overtake now, please.
Okay, understood.
Okay,
Let's
good job.
just sort
Maintain
out
your pace.
Kimi's strategy here.
Mode push.
Copy.
So we're back underway here. Big problem is we've brought the likes of Verstappen and Norris right back behind Ricciardo now. All that good hard work from the start of the race is now rendered virtually useless. And Antonelli's slow pit stop, well, that could cost him so dearly, because he's now well behind the two Mercedes cars. He's behind Tsunoda as well. And the good news is Norris is really struggling with his car, so he's going to hold up a good proportion of cars, and that's going to allow Ricciardo, at the very least, to try and stay where he is. We've got Tsunoda. Tsunoda's had an issue. Lawson's had an issue.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
It's Tsunoda that has spun. That's a big moment for Yuki, because that's going to put him outside of the points, and it was... Well, he just spun, didn't he? And that's not good for him. Well, who it is good for is Kimi Antonelli. We've got more yellow flags out there, and that was... well, Verstappen overtaking Ricciardo is one thing that's happened. Let's just try and be a little bit careful here. Yeah, they are attacking quite hard out there. So let's zoom it forward. There was another incident there for Lawson. He's locked up. Hulkenberg on soft tyres. He is going to catch Daniel Ricciardo here. Let's hope the payback time will come later in the race. Sainz has overtaken Antonelli. What's happening with Antonelli here? He should not be dropping all these positions. He's on fresher tyres. He's in a quicker car. I can only assume he was pushed out onto the gravel at some point. So he absolutely should be able to get his way past these guys. Ricciardo and Albon were battling there. Let's So 2 Mercedes cars and Ricciardo. They're going to battle for 6th place today, you would think. And, well, it didn't take him long, did it? Verstappen has retaken the lead. So let's watch the next lap or so from the point of view of Kimi Antonelli. Got Russell in there as well. It's not ideal, is it? I want to know is how on earth is Sainz in this battle? How's he managed to get in front and stay in front of these guys? Antonelli in a great position here. He's going to get 2 positions at once, I think, is he? Oh, didn't quite get Sainz, but he is past Bottas, and that's a main one to get right. There goes Russell, so not ideal. Still questioning how Antonelli is so far behind Carlos Sainz here. Sainz on soft tyres? No. This makes very little sense. Now we're looking after our tyres a little bit better than most of the guys around us, with both drivers. It's got a mechanical now. Let's try and get Ricciardo back into that DRS range. Antonelli just consistently dropping off the pace of that little group. Don't really know why. It's that middle stint syndrome again for Antonelli. Meanwhile, up in 6th, doing a great job. Ooh, Albon's mechanical fault's getting bad now. I'm starting to think we just need to attack now with Antonelli.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
How's he possibly lost out to Bottas there? It's unbelievable. There's Ricciardo again, past Albon. Come on, Kimi. This is good. He's now right behind Lando Norris. And Norris is in the pits, so Antonelli now with a chance to keep pushing. And he's pushing hard, right. Ricciardo, we're just going to keep pushing the way we are.
So what?
DRS.
Understood.
Right, so let's bring in Antonelli this lap. He's been doing a good job. Back up into 10th place now.
Understood.
Ricardo, yeah, a couple of laps away. Antonelli needs a quick one. Come on. Yep, that's good. 2.3. Onto the soft tyres he goes. And he is well ahead of Lando Norris, which is what he needed to be. And should be nice and quick for the rest of this race. He's one of the only drivers out there on soft tyres at the moment. Don't know how aggressive he's going to be. I think Ricciardo needs to start attacking. Let's get him in. Onto the soft tyres now. Gives him a bit longer to find his way back into some excellent points. 2.5 second pit stop. That's not bad. And he's going to come back out in 7th place here, which is really nice. He's 12 seconds behind Nico Hülkenberg. Let's go for just standard for now. And there we go. There goes Antonelli past Zhou Guanyu. Push him hard here. So Antonelli should be getting back into the points. We've got Ocon ahead. Russell's not too far ahead of him. And then Albon's the one to really keep an eye on, you would think, for Antonelli, of being able to pass him. So 13 seconds for Daniel Ricciardo to make up on Nico to try and finish P6 today. Oh, we've got VSC. Well, that's annoying because that would have been Ricciardo's pit lap,
VSC.
wouldn't it?
Plus on delta time. Get
What it
plus
does
on
mean,
delta
though,
time.
is that we'll be able to look after the tyres a bit here.
So we charge the pack.
It was Logan Sargent that crashed.
We need a back
I'm not
off.
going to bother with the engine because we don't want to have too much fuel back here. Should allow us to fully charge the pack.
VSC ending.
Copy.
And Daniel Ricciardo should not
I can focus
be
on bringing temperature in the tires. DRS
18
enabled.
seconds behind Hülkenberg, and he wasn't actually. The gap has come down quite nicely here. And this is going to be full attack from Daniel Ricciardo now. Antonelli can also afford to push the car a little bit. Just a little bit here. Needs to try and get back into the points and ahead of Ocon ultimately. Now I think let's hold on to our ERS for now. Ricciardo just 10 seconds behind Hülkenberg now. And Hülkenberg's tyres are probably going to drop off at some point. top-up mode now for Antonelli. Another yellow flag. That was Lance Stroll. That's not working for Antonelli. Come on. 2.5 seconds is the gap. Just can't seem to close in. Knock on here, so I think we are going to have to deploy here to get within a second. Once we've got within a second.
Okay, we're out of DRS.
It's not working. Well, what a shame. Right, Daniel Ricciardo back to normal. So we'll just have to hope that Kimi can get the job done at some point. Daniel Ricciardo, meanwhile, looking good. Let's maybe go for an attack lap here. Just double checking, yep, they're not lapped yet. So 4 seconds is the gap between Daniel and Nico Hülkenberg. Probably get that down to 2.5 by the end of this lap, you would think. That is looking pretty good. Now, Antonelli. I'm going to allow him to attack as well here. To try and get that time down. Try and get him towards Ocon. Still closing in here. Antonelli now almost within a second. Ocon's tyres have finally fallen off here. Yeah, for Daniel. Let's get harvesting. Because he is going to need that ERS boost on the final lap. Max Verstappen begins his final lap of this Grand Prix. Antonelli has overtaken Ocon.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant from him.
Okay, more lift and coast.
Well done.
please.
Well done. Right, now then,
Mode push.
Daniel has got the ERS boost. This has got to be it. We've timed this quite well, I think. Just going to check. Yeah, everything's set. So, can he get past Hülkenberg here? He's got DRS. He's going to have a go down the inside. Daniel Ricciardo moves into 6th position. Brilliant move from him.
Management is good.
And it's been a fabulous weekend for Daniel.
Doing good.
And once again, some excellent points in the bag for the Australian. Antonelli, meanwhile, is pushing hard. Don't think he's going to quite catch.
Target the light.
Okay, understood.
I don't think he's going to quite catch.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Albon,
Reduce
unless
LIFO
Albon
to
has
0.5.
a mechanical fault on this last lap, which can happen. Antonelli's going to get his second championship point today. Ricciardo still leading Hülkenberg through. Just needs to get through this final corner. Daniel Ricciardo's going to come across the line. He's going to finish 6th place. That's very, very good from Daniel. 8 points in the bag for the team. And Kimi Antonelli has had a great day. Had a bit of an iffy stint in the middle, but this has been a great soft tyre stint at the end, and he's going to fly round. And he's going to get another championship point to his name. Albon is going to survive. He's going to finish in 9th.
Car behind is Ocon.
Good result for Albon, considering. And there goes Antonelli. He crosses the line in 10th place. Brilliant job from him.
Checkered flag. P10, great job.
I need to improve a bit the driving to be more on point, but yeah, feels better, to be honest.
It's a good job today by you. Over and out.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant from Daniel. But a double points finish for the team.
Formula One's newest team, shattering all expectations here.
That really was such a strong performance. And they come away from today with a top 10 finish. Amazing. Really, really good for the team.
And you love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
There really doesn't seem to be a way to stop them winning this year. Amazing consistency.
And there you have it, a smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
No doubt they'll be pleased. Both drivers really delivered. And what's more, there were lots of positives to be taken away from the race.
And that is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Absolutely brilliant then. Going into the summer break, a huge result for Lotus. Daniel Ricciardo crossing the line in 6th place, and actually, you know, really not that far behind the podium and above. You know, that is by far our best race so far in the career. Kimi Antonelli finishing in the top 10. Great to see him accomplish that. Max Verstappen still leads the championship, of course, with his 13th win of the season. He's ahead of Fernando Alonso there in 2nd. Leclerc's 3rd. Then Piastri has jumped Lando Norris in this race. Lewis Hamilton is just 5 points behind that battle. It's going to be a titanic battle between them four for 3rd in the championship. Albon is 8th, ahead of Hülkenberg in 9th. Russell is in Hülkenberg's 8th. Russell is in 9th, and Ricciardo is P10 and about to break 40 points, which I think is a really awesome achievement. Antonelli heads above Bottas and Stroll and into 13th. Into the constructors then, and yeah, I mean, you know, we're only 32 points behind Aston Martin. If we were to have more races like that where we finish in 6th, we could potentially even push for 5th in the championship this year. That would be an incredible achievement if we were able to pull that off. Kimi Antonelli did manage to have the 6th fastest pit stop of the day, which gives us some more points in that championship, but we did have that error once again, and Antonelli 6 seconds did cost him a point today. And 894,000 made in profit. Okay, underflow's sorted out, which is nice. And Antonelli now an 82 rated driver. He is developing very nicely indeed. Sponsor plan has come through as well, which is lovely, meaning that we've got a nice 3.4 million to spend at the start of the next episode. We did say we were going to refurbish the wind tunnel, so we will set that off before anything else, before I forget. And we'll, of course, make sure that the car parts and that sort of thing are sorted out, ready for Zandvoort, which is in 25 days' time. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys are good and are enjoying the series so far. I'm having a great time recording this, and, you know, we're coming up to the end of Season 2 now, and we're getting there. We are getting there. We're now comfortably sort of in that head of the midfield pack with Aston Martin and Mercedes RB. We're well ahead of the likes of Williams and Alpine now. And really our next target is to try and break 100 points next season. That would be amazing if we could do that. Maybe even grab a podium at one of the races if the opportunity does come up. And then probably the season after that is when we're going to start looking at race victories. But a lot of that is going to come down to making sure that we have got some good research going, because we need to get that off and running over this summer break to really try and forge a bit of an advantage next season. We're going to be doing plenty of research between now and the end of the year. That sort of balanced with our car parts and all of that's going to be really important. So yeah, hopefully you guys are good. If you're enjoying, give it a massive thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.